Dear Patriots, before the news starts, please subscribe to our patriotic channel by clicking the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up to this video. Don't forget to leave your opinion below in the comments section. Share the news on Facebook and Twitter so you friends see it. Thank you.
Sean Hannity discovers easy way to humiliate George Clooney and beat Hollywood at On Game. Sean Hannity just gave every American who has seen his new movie a big thank you for making it a smash hit. Sean executive produced a faith-based movie and Americans responded with their wallets. Let There Be Light took second place in the domestic box office this important holiday weekend. The movie took in a massive $5,071 per screen, barely coming in second place to the Saw sequel, which hauled in $5,525 per screen according to numbers reported by Variety. Hannity's new movie only played in 400 theaters in what is called a limited release, yet still took in the whopping $2 million. Humiliating George Clooney, whose new movie Suburbicon played nationwide and took in just $3.5 million, making it the biggest flop of Clooney's directing career. Let There Be Light stars Kevin Sorbo and is about a self-described atheist whose near-death experience changes his outlook on life. Liberal Hollywood has increasingly moved the bar, making simple and honest films with solid faith and family values harder to find, Hannity said. I felt compelled to start bringing quality films to the millions of forgotten Americans who want to see more of these heartwarming and entertaining stories that reflect our Judeo-Christian, all-American values. I've been honored to work with true talent like Kevin Sorbo, and I'm very proud of Let There Be Light. As you should be. America has spoken, Harmon Kaslow, president of the film's distributor Atlas Distribution, told Newsmax. Theaters are calling for the film, and we look forward to expanding in week 2 and beyond. Good work, Sean. We need more just like you. Share if you agree. Breaking truck ramming in Manhattan kills several, injures more. Several are suspected dead and multiple more wounded following a truck ramming in Manhattan on Tuesday, according to Daily Mail. A truck reportedly mowed down cyclists on a bike path before someone opened fire. It's unclear at this time whether the driver of the vehicle was the same person shooting. Officials have one suspect in custody at this time. Singer Josh Groban was reportedly nearby and tweeted as the events unfolded. One police officer was hit during the shooting, but it's expected he'll recover. A witness said he saw a man wielding 2 guns and running around. And then all of a sudden, 4 shots went off and we all just started running. Congress discovers Russians used Facebook to hurt Trump and media's in total blackout mode. While the rest of the nation is discussing Bob Mueller and his witch hunt, there is major news coming out of Congress. Today the executives of Google, Facebook, and Twitter are facing hard questions from congressional leaders. Congress wants to know what these tech giants are doing to stop the spread of Russian bots and former Russian satellite states like Macedonia from spreading their BS in America. As they should. The liberals all lined up behind Congress and shouted at the top of their lungs that this was a scandal. But something funny happened on the way to the lynching. The left got humiliated. According to a bombshell report by The Hill, Congress just discovered that Russian bots hoodwinked the left and actually got them off their butts to protest Trump. Remember, the left said the conservatives got duped by the Russians, although there is no record of any conservative showing up to one of their fake rallies. The same cannot be said for the liberals. As The Hill's report clearly shows, thousands of Americans attended a march last November organized by a Russian group that used social media to interfere in the 2016 election. The demonstration in New York City, which took place a few days after the election, appears to be the largest and most successful known effort to date pulled off by Russian-linked groups intent on using social media platforms to influence American politics. Over 16,000 hysterical liberals said they would attend the march, and between 5,000 and 10,000 actually showed up in New York to protest Trump's win, effectively destroying the whole Trump-Russia narrative and ending the last liberal hope to impeach Trump. Sorry guys, you have 4 years to get your act together and try to beat Trump fair and square. Good luck, you will need it. Share if you agree. Sarah Sanders just entered a vicious room and surprised reporters with beer for an important reason. Monday's press briefing should have been one of the most difficult days of Sarah Sanders' life. Robert Mueller just announced the first criminal charges connected to the Russia investigation and the press were ready to pounce. So Sarah Sanders started talking about beer. More specifically, she started talking about beer as it relates to tax reform. The story she told originated from a viral email that made the rounds in 2011. It involves a bar that allows a group of friends to split the bill in relation to income. When the bar decides to lower the prices, the poorest of the friends complain that they got the smallest dollar amount discount. Meanwhile, while the amount of money the richest friends saved is more, they are still required to pay way more than their friends. Sanders used the story to explain why the media's reaction to tax reform is incorrect. They focus on how the rich benefit most from tax cuts when, in reality, they are still the most burdened. You can see the entire story in the video below. Comment "Go Sarah!" and share if you think we need tax reform now. Congress is unwilling to work with Trump. We need to let them know that they must work with our president to give us what we want. This young girl just gave Melania Trump the shock of her life, and it's absolutely adorable. Melania Trump is a gorgeous icon, and at least one little girl agrees. This week, while visiting the White House, a young trick-or-treater donned one of Melania's most iconic outfits and surprised the First Lady. The costume consisted of the floatus hat and white blouse the First Lady wore while responding to Hurricane Harvey in Houston, Texas. As you can see by the smile on her face, Melania loved the costume, and she should. Not only does the First Lady embody grace and class, she has also become a legitimate role model for young women thanks to her initiatives against bullying and for female empowerment. Mini Melania wasn't the only notable costume at the White House's trick-or-treat event. Other children chose to dress as cops, scientists, and even a giant dinosaur. It proves that children can be both imaginative and aspirational, and watching the Trumps react to their costumes is an incredibly endearing. If you love the First family, comment "Happy Halloween!" and share this sweet moment. America deserves to see the sweet side of the First family. Just an NYC attacker's name revealed. This is huge. A horrific attack in Manhattan, New York City Tuesday left at least 8 people dead as a man drove a white van into a crowded street. The man's name is reported by ABC to be Saifullah Saipov, reportedly a 29-year-old from Tampa, Florida. Another report has suggested his middle name is Habibulivic, which suggests he may have Balkan Muslim origins. Eyewitnesses report hearing him scream "Allahu Akbar" after leaping from his van and brandishing several replica weapons. NYC Mayor Bill de Blasio has called this an act of terror, and NYC police are treating it as a terror attack. This is breaking news, and Liberty writers will be watching it closely for more developments. Share this out. HT Washington Times. Hillary Clinton announces what her Halloween costume is. Immediately regrets it. Hillary Clinton is a dunce. The 2016 Democratic candidate announced on Monday what she is planning to dress as for Halloween. She made the remark when she appeared at the Roosevelt University for part of her What Happened tour. Here's the laugh out loud video below. The minute I heard it, I busted out laughing. Here is an artist rendering of Hillary the President below. Just wait till you see the whole thing. Several reporters say reported on the hilarious moment and commented at the time. Hillary Clinton then hemmed and hawed about losing the election. She even ignored the cute question about her grandchildren Charlotte and Aiden. Hillary skipped over talking about her grandchildren and talked about herself instead.